Hello, everybody. Surprisingly, I'm not Aneta this time, but Aneta will join us in a second. And welcome everybody to the student hunting webinar. It's the topic I'm not really familiar with, but I am here by invitation of Anetas to talk about the promotion and talk about marketing in STEP and in the process of the student hunting. So we will cover this topic, but first I would like to welcome Aneta with us to tell you a few things, a few details about the student hunting itself. So, Aneta, floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Welcome, everyone. So today's topic, student hunting, we already discussed in the previous webinar, where you could find all the technicalities, also how to approve the applications. So you can, of course, view it again. But for now, I would just briefly state the deadlines, which are very important. First of all, the external student hunting deadline is on the 7th of May. It means that the people, the students, applicants can apply for until this date. The second very important deadline is internal student hunting deadline, which will be on the 11th of May, meaning that until that date, you and your local officers can approve applications. After this, our matching team will do the matching until the 25th of May, and then you can expect selection results until 15th of June. The very important thing, which I would like to mention, is the new system. We are now opening the new system tonight for the job hunting part. I will send out the emails with the manual. And we will probably also open it for the student application form. I will, of course, update you as far as I will know more information. And the last thing which we did is also updating and uploading your emails on our website, so the student can easily approach you. Now I will give a back to Rashid, who will speak more about promotion. Of course, if you have any questions about my part or about anything else, just write us into the comments.
Yes, thank you very much. Now it's probably you all know these things about the student hunting. It's great to remind the dates every single time. But now let's move to the marketing and let's show you some details about that. So the promotions during student hunting is more or less the same as usually, but we have a few changes. First of all, we will start with the countdown, as we always did, since we since we have the Facebook page of ELSA. But the countdown this year will be a bit shorter. I mean, it's not going to be shorter, but we're going to have one post less. So a few years ago, as probably some of you know, we started with 7 posts. Now we have 5 posts, but now we decided to make it 4 posts to make it a bit easier for you, for the network to share. Because we believe that sharing 5 posts throughout the week is actually a big thing, and it takes a lot of time, and it actually takes a lot of space on your pages. So we decided to resign from the 2 days post. So we will have a week post, 7 days, 5 days, 3 days, and 1 day, and then the launch. So we will have 1 post less. That's to make it easier for you and to focus more our reach and our efforts on the posts we have. Then we will have the launch post, hopefully this time without a spelling mistake or like the language mistake. I'm sorry about it again. And the launch post will come on Monday when the applications are opening. Of course, we will have the marketing package shared with the network. Marketing package delivered by ELSA International contains the cover picture, actually the cover pictures, the general social media pictures, and the poster of STEP, and I will show you some of them. So let's start with the poster. For the first cycle, the poster was very simple. It included a big STEP logo, some numbers, and then there was a space for contact data. So if you have any feedback about it, if you want it to be more specific or like more editable, if you want to introduce more information, like put more information in it, we can of course provide you the more flexible template. But we actually believe that simple template, simple poster is enough here. All we need here is the website, the email address, and people just need to check it out and then choose the traineeship. Also, the poster is not the only thing we do, so you don't have to share all the details. But if you have any feedback, if you have any requests or dreams about the poster, go for it. Then we have the images, and I will show you some images we had for the first cycle. So starting with the general step images for the first cycle, we had an image with numbers and this wing, which this is always a symbol of step, some flight connotations. And we had also this building, which is also a system thing, very common, it's used for a long time. So buildings, skyscrapers, and some details with some information, some general knowledge about steps. So we will share a few. For the first cycle, I believe they were free photos. So for like general promotion, I guess it will be something around that again. And then this for later, and we will have some covers. So this is very important for you to know. It's of course your marketeers will be informed about it, but you can also be informed about it. So we provide different types of covers for you. So you have to actually check the name of the file. This is the page cover. This is the profile cover. I know it sounds a bit funny that they are not that different, but they actually look different on Facebook. So if you set this one, a page cover on profile, it will not look good, especially on your mobile phones. And of course, most of the people are now using Facebook on mobile. So this is very important to actually use the correct file for both pages, profiles, groups, and events. So the package always contains the 4 files, and you have to choose the right one. Okay, let's go back to the presentation for a second. Yeah, so we have the testimonials. Testimonials are the testimonials written or said by previous trainees, which are all available at the step.org, and probably or maybe we will have more, or we will update some, and you can use them during your promotion process. So you can quote them, you can add them to your materials, you can show them to people or link them anywhere. Because the testimonials are the best tool to actually show the real experience of previous trainees to your potential trainees. Also, if you have a trainee in your local group, if you have a trainee you can ask him or her to provide you some more testimonials to be used only in your local or national step marketing. This is also a very good tool for you. Step hunting posts, they basically look like the general ones I showed you. So we will have more on our page. You can share them. You can of course use them to promote your traineeships and to promote traineeships in your local and national networks. But then we will also have the so-called web templates or web posters, which are basically the images provided for the specific traineeships. In previous years, it was done like that we as SSA International, we provided a template for you, and you had to find a photo and you had to put the information on the image. It didn't really work well, because not for every traineeship we can easily find a photo which we can use for free, which is free from copyright, and that actually suits our purpose. Also, not every single group, not every single marketeer has an access to Photoshop, which we use, or has a newest version of Photoshop, which we use, which also makes it a bit different for everybody, and also makes it a bit difficult for you guys to edit, or for your marketeers. So this time we will do something else. This time it's also International who will provide the images for every single traineeship in the network. the design of them is still going to be decided in following days. But the most important thing is that you will actually receive the package with all the traineeships from the network, or like access to them, but specifically you will receive the images promoting your own traineeships to be used. Yeah, we think that this unification step is something very important, and the quality can be maintained if it's actually centralized. So this is something that is new in this cycle again. What else we have there? Yeah, we have the whiteboard animation, which is something we are going to introduce for the first time. It was already discussed in Sarajevo, and I know that Elsa, I think Denmark, created one, but we will have some more coming from Elsa International this time. And here I will give the floor to Aneta again to tell you a few things about that.
Okay, thank you. So we are now currently starting to working on a whiteboard animation, which will be the part of promotion during student hunting. It will be simple, very quick whiteboard animation about how to apply for a step. And then I would also mention the other things which we planned during student hunting. So as you know, we already done one external webinar where we had a testimonial from the trainee. We planned the second one on the 11th of April, so straight after the launch of traineeships. And this time we are inviting traineeship providers to speak about what trainees can expect and how is the best way for trainees to, for example, write motivation letter. So the potential applicants will see how the traineeship providers, what they require from them, and how is the best way to apply. I believe that is about webinars. So I will maybe wait if we have any questions.
Yeah, so now it's your time for questions, guys. If you have any, just write them in the comments. If not now. If you're not watching us live, but you will watch it later, you can still ask your questions in the comments, and we will for sure come there to answer them as soon as possible for us, of course. So if you have any, go for it. If not, we would like to thank you for your attention.
Yes, thank you very much. We will update you, of course, about everything about new system, and Krista will inform you and the marketeers about marketing package. And if you have any questions, just approach us anytime.
Okay, I don't see any, so thank you very much again, and see you next time during the next step webinar.
See you.